Deep breath stream. Let's not get on to the glitching first thing in the morning, shall we? Well, let's hope we can get through the intro at least before the glitching starts. Good morning, good morning. Sorry for the glitch. It should sort itself out shortly. Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Just a minute. Alright, let's try that again. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Surprise, surprise, the computer overloads first thing in the morning. Such is the way. I haven't even had a coffee yet. Instead, I decided to glue eyelashes on. That's what I did instead of having a coffee. Good morning. Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff. Ooh, I added sugar to my coffee this morning, which I don't normally do. I'm just usually like a little bit of creamer, and then that's good. Ooh, it's so jazzy with a little bit of sugar. Gorgeous. Okay, so I have crochet in hand and a puppy snoozing at my feet. Sounds like best case scenario, truly. Hit that like all. Yes, absolutely. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. What's our number now, Laura? The number we need to hit? Hold on a sec. Let me look. We're trying to beat every stream beats the last one. So let me just check how we did. Aw, the stream looks so cute when it comes up as alive. Okay, let me see. On the last stream, we did not hit 30. We hit 29. So we need to get to 30 today. That's the goal. 30 thumbs ups. That's the goal. And we've now passed 98,000, which is crazy. I also shaved my head again. So we're nice and clean and buzzed, ready for Christmas time. We are 98,000 and 40, I think. Happy Monday. Good morning, Heather. And Griffon, hello. Good morning. And Candace and Hannah and Deborah, good morning, everybody. And also Simply Buns, maybe? Good morning, and thank you for joining the members. Happy Monday. Yes, it is Monday, December 22nd, you guys. Christmas is upon us. It is Christmas week. I'm so close to being done. Christmas bonanzas. Hey there, Cosmic Crochet. Good morning. I'm almost done my Christmas stuff. I think, no, everything's wrapped. Except I have one thing. Hey there, Christine. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Don't forget to click the thumbs up as you come in. The one thing I'm still having to pick up is for Alex, but I had a whole day this past Friday. I went and picked up Elizabeth. Julia's sick. Well, she's probably not sick anymore, but she was sick on Friday, and Elizabeth was sick too. So I picked up Elizabeth from my sister's house. Elizabeth is my 9-month-old niece. Stop. Elizabeth's my 9-month-old niece. So I picked up my niece and took her out with me for 4 hours, pretty much the length in between bottles, because she ate when I arrived, and then when I brought her home, she needed to eat again, so it was like 4 o'clock, 4 hours-ish. And we went shopping. We went to like 11 or 12 different stores looking for a very specific item. Yes, I can order it online. Yes, I can even order it online in time for Christmas, but I wanted to like physically touch it. And I'll even tell you what it is because Alex knows what it is too. It's a Zippo lighter. Alex has a fascination and enjoyment for like torch lighters, and I got him one last year, but something happened to it like a month ago, and he said he could hear the gas like leaving it, so he put it outside because he was like, I don't want it to like explode or like light fire. So now he doesn't have one, and like Alex doesn't smoke. He just has a lighter. He's one of those people who like he has a knife and he has a lighter. He just does. That's just like what he's got. He's just always got a group of keys. Anyway, neither here nor there. He wants a Zippo. I thought he meant Torchlighter. He meant Zippo, the brand. So yes, you can buy them online, and there's lots of good places to buy them online, including Zippo, the store itself. But I wanted to touch them. So I went to every smoke store with Elizabeth, mind you. I'm with an 8-month-old baby. So I went into like cigar stores, which are not casual and easy to find where I live. Like cigar stores are like specialty stores, so they're located randomly in strip malls at opposite ends of the city. So, and they don't have websites. They're like specialty stores. So I went into these cigar pipe tobacco stores with Elizabeth on my hip, dressed all cute because it was right after a stream. Do you have Zippos here? No, we don't carry Zippos. But you know, we know that this place carries them. I went on a goose chase. Every place that I went told me the next place to go. And like, I wasn't in any rush, so I wasn't like calling ahead or anything. I was just like, okay, I'll go to the next place. And in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna find one. It's fine. Wrong. I was wrong about that. I went to so many friggin' places and found 0 Zippo lighters at any of them. I went into, we have stores that sell, what are they called? Psilocybin. We have stores that sell mushrooms here. Usually it's like a marijuana, marijuana, who calls it that anymore? Sorry, a cannabis store, a mushroom store, a convenience store. It'll be like that sort of a setup. I went into a mushroom store with my 8-month-old niece. I went into cannabis stores, more than one. Me, with a baby, went in to cannabis stores. I'm just looking for a Zippo lighter. Do you guys sell those? No, we don't. All right, we'll be on our way. And every single store said no. But if you have a child or an infant in your life, moving a baby from the car to your arms, to the store, to your arms, to the car seat, buckle in, that whole bonanza, by the time we were at like the 10th store, I looked at Elizabeth and I was like, I could just leave you in the car. It's 3 degrees outside, the heat is on, I could just leave you in the car. You just walk over to the store and say, do you sell Zippos? And they'll say no. And that whole interaction will be 15 seconds and I'll be back, girl. But of course, because I am also a highly anxious person, that is definitely never going to happen. You don't leave a baby in the car. I know that. But I got to tell you, after 10 stores, I was looking at her and I was like, I hate your car seat. Your car seat is awful and I hate it. You have to pull it tight every time and you like have to... Anyway, I went to 2 different malls where Elizabeth was tired and wanted to be held as opposed to like put in a cart or something. So I was holding her the whole time. My bicep hurts. Like I was lifting weights. That baby is a chonker. Anyway, did not find a Zippo. Apparently in Canada, they are all sold through one distributor, and that distributor decides where they're sold to, so you can't even look it up on Zippo's website. Like for the States, you can look at Zippo registered dealers or Zippo authority dealers. Like, Zippo sells to places and they know where they sell to. In Canada, they don't. So you just have to, like, hope for the best. I went to multiple convenience stores. Anyway, turns out one variety of cannabis store in the city sells lots of Zippos. So I have to go to more than one location of this specific cannabis store because I went to one of them because Alex said, oh, they are at this store. And I was like, how would I know that, Alex? That's not my forte. I'm not a buyer of cannabis. That is not my job. So we went into that store and he said, see? And I went, yep. The one store I didn't go to, anyway, it was very annoying. And it wasn't annoying. It was more like, it was like silly but exasperating. Like, I was like, oh my God. And this store, mind you, is about a 8-minute walk from our home. So I drove over 100 kilometers. I don't know how many miles that is, but in the day, in the 4 hours, I drove over 100 kilometers just around the city to one place to another because I wasn't following a map I didn't know what I was doing. So I was back and forthing all over the place. And the place that I could have walked to is less than 2 kilometers away. It was a little bit rage-inducing. It's fine. Now that I know where to go, everything's going to be fine. Alex and I don't have, I don't know, the vibe around Christmas for us is, like, very happy and loving. So, like, if I pick up his present on Christmas Eve, it doesn't give him a bad taste in his mouth because he knows what I'm looking for. So it's like, he sometimes will buy the Christmas present for me the day before he gives it to me. It doesn't mean that it was unthought about. It just means that was the day he bought it. Usually Alex figures everything out before executing on it. I'm obviously, like, very last minute, hence the channel name. But that was a little bit of a little rage-inducing. I'm okay. All is well. I did finish getting the rest of our Christmas gifts. I picked up some chocolate for my mom, and what else did I get? I picked up a couple other things that were, like, miscellaneous Christmas present finisher-uppers. Oh, I did Alex's stocking. There's his stocking. It is now full of all the goodies. I told him that because I found out he was getting me a surprise, and now he has to suffer knowing that I got him a surprise. My dog has a fence-netted area in the yard now. Oh, that's awesome. Julia Downham. That's a nice name. I love my Zippo lighters. I have a number of Zippo lighters. One I've had for 50 years. Still works perfectly. I am lucky we have a Zippo store. Oh my God, Alex would love that. Well, I didn't know this. I thought he just wanted a Zippo lighter. He told me that last year. I got him a torch lighter. That's incorrect. He wanted a Zippo. This year I will do better. The point is, he loved it. He loved the torch lighter. Since getting the torch lighter, he has found out that what he actually wants is Zippo lighters. He likes the whole culture around it. He has currently 0 torch lighters, 0 Zippo lighters. I believe we have 1 barbecue lighter and 1, like, Bic, like, lighter. So, it's not like he has this collection yet, but out of nowhere, when I was telling him about this whole goose chase I went on, he was like, well, because I said, would it matter to you if I got it at, like, an antique store? Or do you want, like, is it that you want a new lighter, a new Zippo? Or is it Zippo? Or is it torch lighter? Like, what's going on? And he said, I don't think any of it matters. I think Zippo matters. I don't think new Zippo or antique Zippo. And so we went through this whole conversation because I love shopping for weird, like, antique-y stuff. I like shopping for thrifted, and I like the symbolism and the vibe and the history of all that. But I didn't know if that was the vibe he was aiming for. Anyway, it turns out he's interested in developing a collection. And currently he has 0, but, like, in his head, he wants a collection. Like, I know he eventually wants, like, a junk car. Like, you know, we all want things that are weird or unique to us, right? One of the things Alex wants is a motorcycle. One of the things he wants is a junk car. You sound like you still have a cold. I have a new cold, Candace. This is a new cold. This is a brand new cold. I'm over it. I don't have a cough anymore. I can take deep breaths. No cough. New cold has hit the last minute Laura land. Let me see. I'm happy about your dog having a fence. That's awesome. But anyway, so he wants to have a collection of them. And so that means I can look, because, you know, whenever I go to like antique stores, which is whenever I pass by them, I always just make sure to check for rings. Alex likes big man rings. We are going to get to knitting, by the way. I saw a bunch of people just left. It's okay. We're going to knit in a few minutes. I just have to finish my thoughts. Anyway, I always look for rings whenever we're at like thrift stores or antique shops or anything, just because I know Alex likes having lots of rings. Now I'll also add Zippos to that. So I'm excited about that, but I do still need to find one for this year. I'm done his gift otherwise. I got him a couple of things that he was really interested in. He's going to be happy about. The Zippo was just like, I know that's something that he would really like. Am I a little bit disappointed in myself that it is December 22nd and I don't currently have said Zippo? Yes, but now I know where to go. So I just have to like go there and do it. Execute the plan and whatnot, you know? All is well. Also realized through my gift wrapping, Alistair, my nephew, you know, the light of my life, did not get him a gift. Just didn't do it. So need to figure that out because Christmas is in 2 days and I don't know how I just didn't get him anything. I'm not concerned about him not having enough gifts. That's definitely not a problem. My mom is going to go absolutely buck wild because she loves Christmas and she loves small children. And Alistair is a small child at Christmas, so I'm not concerned about him not having enough Christmas spirit. What I'm thinking, though, is what can I do that makes him feel like he got a gift from me? Not necessarily, like, I know my sister doesn't need anything from, sorry, I'm setting up my camera, doesn't need anything for him in particular, so it's not like he's wanting for anything. Can I show you what I'm thinking about giving him? It seems little, but it's one of my favorites. Like, it's probably in my top 3 favorite rocks. And it's also a worry stone. It has a perfect thumb. It's got a perfect thumb-sized groove in it. So you can do this. Like, it perfectly fits. It's like made, look at, you see the bends in it? It's perfectly made to be held like this. And look at the beautiful, beautiful color of it. It's Unikite. I polished it. I found this rock at the beach. And then I polished it in my rock tumbler over the course of many weeks. And it's just one of my favorite results from my rock polishing. And I just feel like he's gonna really like it. So this is the top contender. I just have it sitting on my desk so I can keep looking at it and deciding. That's my top contender for Alistair's Christmas present. I can't believe it's kind of, I understand that. It's bizarre that I have not got him a gift. I don't know how he got left behind in the, oops, lost a stitch, in the kerfuffle of it all, but I'm not really concerned about it because he's 3 and he's probably going to be overwhelmed by the sheer number of presents anyway. As long as he don't leave it laying around to go in someone else's mouth. So that's the only concern that I have right now. But he's very protective of his rocks. He has a couple of his special rocks. They go into a container when he's done playing with them. Playing with them means holding them. When he's done holding them and touching them, he puts them back into the container. So he's pretty responsible with his rocks. He's also like, he's 3, so he's not really in charge of anything. So my sister's like in charge of that. He is allowed to access his rocks, but when he's done, the rocks go back. So I'm not super concerned about Elizabeth getting a hold of it. It was a bit of a concern, so I thought maybe look at one of my bigger rocks, see if there's anything, but I don't want it to be too big that it could injure him or her, because he loves her dearly, but he also does have cuteness aggression, and he sometimes looks at her like he just wants to squeeze her. I totally get it. She's adorable and like very squeezable, but still. So, yeah. I don't know how that happened, but it did. How do you forget a 3-year-old when Christmas shopping? Callister, shopping for kids is really hard these days. I feel like the opposite, if I can be honest with you. I feel like I could bring Alistair literally anything. Like, I could go to the grocery store and buy him, like, a zucchini, and he would be, like, pleased. Or I could go to Toys R Us and get him the first thing that catches my eye, and he would be super happy. He's very, if it's a gift, he responds like it's awesome, pretty much, no matter what it is. I find him stuffed animals often, because I'm, like, a really good thrifter. Speaking of, I'm a really good thrifter, we skipped over my amazing thrift store finds. You guys didn't even remind me. I went to the thrift store on Saturday. Well, Julia, Alistair, Alex, and I went to the thrift store, and they had a big discount day where you, like, rolled the dice and get a discount on your purchase. So we just went shopping like normal, and then we ended up getting 75% off. So I paid $5 for everything that I got, which included some things that my sister bought. I just said put them all together because 75% off means it's going to be, like, negligible. She got, like, some books for Alistair, and she got some, you know, those Christmas Village houses that people collect? My sister and her husband collect those, and she found a set of, like brand name accessories that go with them. So that's, like, people and dogs and horses and snowmen and trees and stuff. Just cute thing, and a little signage. So she got that too. And I found some really cool vases and a really cool plant pot. So I also broke a plant pot, but they did not make me pay for it, which was nice of them because I would have. It was $1. Okay, so all of these were 75% off. So they were regular price $1 or 50 cents. So they were on sale for 25 cents or 13 cents. I needed small vases to put my dried flower arrangements in for Christmas gifts, so I just picked up a few that I thought would work. Like, I'm giving my brother a dried flower arrangement, and he's, like, an adult man, so I figured something kind of like a boring vase would be good for him. This is the boring vase that I got. Boys are boring. This is just a little one that I thought was cute and whatever. I don't know why I'm, like, my lips are stupid this morning. I feel like I'm tripping on my lips. Okay, this one's nice. This one is just like a nice jar sort of shape. But it has, like, that cut glass sort of crystal design. It's obviously not cut glass or crystal, but it's a good size for a larger bouquet. This one, originally, I was like, it's great for someone else. And then I looked at it a little bit more and I was like, it's a milk glass vase. And ever since Candace gave me that milk glass chicken, I've kind of had this, like, side quest to get into milk glass. So here's my new milk glass vase, an oldie and a goodie. And then 2 more vases that are a little taller. These were just whatever's, probably dollar store project vases, but I don't care because they were 25 cents or 12 cents, whichever one the price ended up being after the discount. Perfect for dried flower arrangements. I don't care if the people who receive the arrangements like these. They can replace the vase. The point is I want to give the flowers in a vase so that they can immediately be put on a table because dried flowers are brittle and delicate. So if they want to swap out the vase, they can totally do that, and I will have no hard feelings because I thrifted the vases for 25 cents or 12 cents. I'm very good at thrifting. I'm like a thrift goddess, I think. The last thing that I got, I thought was probably one of the coolest things I've thrifted this year. Oops. And you can see it here behind me. I paid 25 cents for this, and what it is a propagation vessel. It's blown glass, which is so cool. It's 4 glass vase segments, but they're all connected. Look, the water goes through all four. So they're not just separated glass vases, they're all one vase. And they have little feet to keep it stationary, keep it standing well. Oops. But isn't that cute? Not too shabby for 25 cents, I tell you what. Very delicate. So found it online actually. $65 vase, that thing. 25 cents. Don't mind if I do. Seems like a pretty good deal if you ask me. So that made me feel pretty happy. Last but not least, I got a new plant pot. I think this one was 35 cents. It was $1. What? I don't know how to do math. It was $1.50, but it was 75% off. Here's what it is. It's sweet peas. Look how cute. It's purple and pink sweet peas. Aren't they cute? Obsessed. I love sweet peas. So, got that. Love it. I've got my oxalis in there, who is, you know, maybe a little bit dramatic, but she's doing her best. She's doing what she can. Keeping it together like the rest of us. Ooh, that is pretty, isn't it? Love that. Me too, me too. That is so cool. Agreed. So those are my awesome finds. I also added Thunder's paw print and Rohan's paw print into the little taxidermy, and then I also added Thunder's collar around Thunder's skull. Beautiful. You are a thrift queen. I am a thrift queen. I literally am so good at thrifting. I find the coolest stuff. Did I find anything else? All my coolest stuff is thrifted. I just realized I have to pee, so you guys are gonna have to just hold on and hang out with with yourselves. I was gonna say with your chother is what was coming out of my mouth. I was gonna say with each other, with yourselves. I'm gonna mute my mic, but I will leave this so if the birds come to do crimes, you will know. have returned. Here I am, my friends. Anyone else been sick for almost 2 weeks? I am now on a new illness. In total, I'm currently working on week number 3, I believe, but it's a new illness. We had 2 weeks of one illness, and now I have a new one that's just showing up, which is super fun, super nice of the illness to just come on in. Who needs an immune system, am I right? Apparently not me. Let's see. It's like 70 degrees Fahrenheit today. Whoa, it's going to be in the 80s later this week. Is that normal for this time of year? No. We are unseasonably warm here too, but at least it finally stopped raining. I am mostly recovered from the allergy attack that tried to kill me. I'm glad you're mostly recovered, but also that's scary. Alex is still sick with the first illness. The second illness has not come to him yet. It's just entered my throat. I woke up this morning with a little scratchiness in my throat. So that's super. We love that for me. Also, Miss Beelzebub is starting to forgive me for cutting her flight feathers. I'm being very careful with my bedding now. That's a smart thing to do. Gary still has not forgiven me, even a little bit. Our parrots, Gary and Beelzebub. We really need a cold snap to kill off all the viruses. I mean, is that how that's going to work? How cold does it need to get to kill all the viruses? Let me tell you, last night I put on a face mask. I left it on for 3 hours. It's like an overnight face mask. I can't sleep with a mask on though because I roll around, so it would get taken off of me immediately. But I left it on for 3 hours. It was like a collagen face mask. I woke up this morning. You can't see it yet, but I promise you right here, little baby cold sore just showed up. I did a huge skincare routine last night. I took a long shower. I shaved my head on the sides. I shaved my legs. I had a whole self-care shower last night, and then came out, did a huge skincare routine, put my hair in rollers to sleep in. Woke up with a cold sore. Literally, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. If I take really good care of myself, doesn't matter. It's the week of Christmas. She's getting a cold sore. Let me tell you. I wish for all of you that doesn't happen to you, but this is my life. 0 Celsius for a week. That's every week after the 1st of November here. We did have a week where it was a little bit, we don't have any snow right now. All the snow has had a chance to melt. So it's been above 0 long enough for all the snow in the neighborhood to melt and for it to all dry. So now everything's frozen again, but it's dry. It's a nice dry freeze right now, which is very not terrible. I had something happen to me in the evening on Friday, which I have never had happen before. I dropped Elizabeth off. Did I have dinner with my sister? I don't think I did. I think I just left at dinner time. So was driving home. It was maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere in that range. And the rainy, cold weather had given way to just cold weather. And I slid on black ice. I was coming up to a stoplight. The car in front of me had stopped. I had lots of room because I wasn't following closely. But when I hit my brakes, literally nothing happened. The car just kept moving in my perception at the exact same speed. No slowdown occurred. The brakes engaged and the car just kept moving at the same rate. So I let go of the brakes because I've had brake issues in the past. I know what to do. Lifted my foot off the brakes, put it back on the brakes. The brakes engaged. It kerclunked a little and then kept sliding. And it wasn't even the wheels were just not moving. It was just sliding. It was scary. Anyway, I ended up having to swerve into a turning lane because I just couldn't get the car to stop. I was lifting my foot, pressing down on the brake, lifting my foot, pressing down on the brake. I tried swerving over to be right in the tire marks of the car in front of me to try and like get grip. No purchase on the ground at all. So yeah, I had to swerve and just come naturally to a stop in a turning lane, which was like, thank God, the location I was in, the speed I was going, the time of day it was, because I absolutely would have gotten into an accident if any of the scenarios were different, because I had no control over the stopping of the car. The car came to a natural stop. I didn't have control over it because the car brakes just did not grab. We have snow tires. We have brand new brakes. Like, Alex replaced the brakes whenever in the summer. Oh my God. Are you all right? You were just clumsy this morning. You just smacked your head into the ceiling and then you just tripped over wires. Poor guy. He's fallen apart and he's still sick too. Anyway, so thank goodness everything worked out well and I didn't even hit the curb. I just slid into the intersection. Luckily for me, it was the intersection I wanted to be swerving in. Everybody around me seemed very fine with what had happened. A couple of other cars had also slid. None of us hit each other. After that slide, we all made a pact. No one spoke to each other, but we all made a pact. All of us slowed down. All of us way spaced out the space between each other. It was kind of like, you know, like when everyone pulls over for an ambulance, how you get that warm feeling? Like an ambulance, wee, 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 and then you pull over, and then all the cars in front of you pull over, and you have a moment where you're like, people care. Everyone just wants what's best for each other. Like that feeling. Or like if you're in a crowd and then you hear your national anthem getting sung in the crowd, that feeling of like pride and love. I had that feeling. I had the scary moment happen. Immediately after my scary moment, everybody adjusted. Like, everybody went, oh, we all have to slow down. It's black ice here. And we all slowed down. We all made way more room between each car. It was really nice. I love when people are good to each other. And then I told Alex, and he was like, good job letting go of the brake and pressing it again, just in case. That's how I met a tree and killed my sunfire. Oh, no. Canada, we have that lovely black ice thing that happens. I don't know if that happens everywhere, but it's a super fun thing that happens where the cracks in the asphalt get filled quickly with water that then freezes, but you can't tell. And now you are on a straight up ice rink. Super fun. I ended up in hospital. It sucked. Well, thank God that that's not what happened to me this time. I'm glad that you're okay, Candace. Well, I mean, are you? The Canadian healthcare system. Anyway, neither here nor there. I'm glad I didn't hit anything. And if I had hit something, I would have been going 25 kilometers an hour. I was in the process of slowing down to get to a stop sign. So, like, nobody would have died. But it definitely would have screwed up our weekend because we wouldn't have been able to drive. I couldn't walk well for months. My airbag did not go off. Well, the speed I was going, I think the airbag would have gone off. That would have been scary. But nothing happened. I was fine. I was safe. Thank goodness. And thank goodness I did not have Elizabeth in the car at the time. That would have ruined the vibe for me, let me tell you. By the way, we are so close to being done the body of the sweater. Look how long it is. Look at this. It's definitely... Actually, it's probably already long enough. Looking at it, it feels like it's already long enough to add the sleeves in, but I'm not doing it yet. I'm going to finish the whole ball before. No, it should have deployed. It hit the tree dead on. Oh, okay, cool. So you were injured because you were not protected by the bag. Got it. Thanks, Canadian weather, making our house dangerous. You know, that's good to know about the Sunfire. That was my favorite car growing up. The Soupy at our park. A Soupy is a park supervisor that does crafts and sports and activities with kids. They're a paid city worker, and usually there's two of them, and they come like from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Monday to Friday during the summer because kids are off school. So if you go to any public park I don't know how far it extends, but at least for all of Hamilton and surrounding area, if you go to any public park, there will be a Soupy there. Anyway, the Soupy that worked at our park, the one who taught me how to make GIMP bracelets, she had a red Sunfire. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. She was probably like 17. Now that I'm an adult, I recognize when I go to these parks, they're like teenagers. But in my childhood, I would have been 8, 9, 10, 11, a kid. So a 17-year-old was like a full-grown adult, and she had a car, and it was a red Sunfire. And that was the first car that I ever went like, wow, it's so cool. A red Sunfire. She was also a sick Soupy, because I was never into sports. She always let the craft stuff come out. When her replacement would come, if it was sports day, she'd be like, we're doing sports today. But when our regular Soupy was in, she'd be like, I literally don't care. I'm a teenager. Here, have the GIMP. What's a GIMP bracelet? I don't know if GIMP is what it's called in the greater world, but GIMP was what it was called where I grew up. It's like this plasticky, let me show you. It's like this plasticky, stretchy material that you can, it's long strips of plasticky, stretchy material. GIMP friendship bracelets. And you would make them in all these different shapes. And it was like a thing kids do. It's like a thing kids do. Let me show you what they look like. You could do the zipper. You could do the cobra. You could do the Chinese staircase. You could do the cube. These were ones I was able to do. I was very good at all of these because I'm an expert in making children's bracelets. GIMP friendship bracelets. Here we go. These are GIMP friendship bracelets. I guess GIMP is what it's called. Basically plasticky material. Oh, look at that. There's all of the main ones. So this blue one here, that's the zipper. And then let me see if we can find some of the regular schmegular ones. Oh, there's the cube. This red and pink and black one. The cobra. Where's the cobra? The blue and white one here. That's the cobra. I don't see a Chinese staircase. Oh God, that was so fun. It's like a very fun waste of time for children. And I was a child who loved to waste time. A GIMP here refers to something completely different. GIMP has lots of meanings. Gimpy, for example, is like an insulting way to talk about a physical disability. Example, he has a gimpy leg. Would mean like someone who has like a leg that's all effed up and therefore they're walking with a limp. Or GIMP can also mean like a latex suit, right? Like a GIMP suit. That's a thing. Let's see. GIMP suit. I think that's like a latex. Yeah. Is this dirty or is this safe for work? Okay, this is fine. No, this one. Like that. That's a GIMP. That's a GIMP suit. Like a black latex suit. So there's, I would say those three meanings. Gimpy, which is insulting to disabilities. GIMP suit, which is like a sex thing. And then GIMP for bracelets. What is a GIMP? Let's see. I'm not going to show you this. What is it? A bad word? Like, am I going to get demonetized for saying this so many times? Most commonly referring to image manipulation programs. Okay, well, I doubt that. I doubt that that's what it means. In crafts and textiles, lace, a strong thread used to outline patterns. Okay, in crafts, plastic lacing or cord. In BDSM, a full-body, tight-fitting garment for role play. And slang, offensive term for someone who is lame or limps. That's what I said. I'm a genius. Don't know if you guys knew this about me, but I actually... Do you guys watch Pluribus? Do you guys watch that new show? Alex and I are watching it, and I am the person who has all the answers. I'm the internet. Thank you. Let me see. I think I know what you mean. We call the Scoobies. Oh, you call them Scoobies? You know what? That's fair. Kind of scuba suit, plastic vibe. I'm so pumped to get this sweater, like, put together. Once we get the sleeves on this, I'm pretty sure we're, like, in the finish line. Like, could I finish this by Christmas? Would that not be effing great? crazy. That would be sick. I do need to finish more on the sleeves. I wonder if I should... Let's just do a quick measure. We need to be around 20 inches, I believe, was the goal. 2021. Okay, we're at 20 right now. So, let's see. I do use GIMP software to edit images for sublimation. Okay, there you go. GIMP means something to the software girlies. Alex probably also then uses GIMP in that respect. I just skimmed right over the internet's words of GIMP. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. We're so close to being done this friggin' body. I'm very pumped. This is gonna be a good thing. I think we have one more round to do, basically. You know what? I wonder if I should just... No, I'll do one more round. And then we'll go back to the sleeves. And whatever's left on this ball will be how we connect the sleeves. Which you guys are going to have to help me with because I actually do not know how to connect the sleeves. I know what we're doing once they're connected. Maybe what I'll do is I won't stitch the sleeve together. I'll just connect the over shoulder part. I need to know how much armpit we need. You know what I mean? So the underside of the armpit, there's going to be a number of stitches that are sewn together, and then the rest of the shoulder and the chest, the back, and the other shoulder will be knitted around. But I don't know how many stitches to use for the armpit, so how many stitches won't be part of the round. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a knitting designer. I guess I could look at some of my knitting patterns. I might just find the answer by, you know, doing the bare minimum. Good morning, Laura, and everyone in Pets and Plants. Hello, Louisa. Good morning, good morning. Oh, also, guess what? I found a YouTuber who is in my area. I don't know exactly where she is, but she goes to all of the plant stores between, like, London, Ontario, and Niagara. So she's in this half of Ontario. I know that. Anyway, on her YouTube channel, she went to this store that I have been to, and she was showing off plants, and I commented on her video and said, I have a plant from there and it's really healthy, and I described it because it seemed like something she'd be interested in knowing. And she replied and said, so I was talking about my Ripsalis because she went to the store that I got my big Ripsalis hanging basket at. The YouTuber is Life of Bellina, and the greenhouse is Rice Road Greenhouse in, I think it's in St. Catharines. So I got a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I got a Ripsalis hanging basket there. And that's the one that has the white flowers every fall and then makes the pink, like, little dragon fruit babies. And I commented that it makes dragon fruit pink babies. And she said, ooh, lucky you. The ones that make the pink berries are very rare and hard to find. When I bought it because it was a Ripsalis. I didn't know anything about it. I just thought it was pretty. And there were like at least 50 when I went there. There were at least 50 to choose from. So she's like, ooh, lucky you. The ones with the pink berries are very rare. And I was in my head, I'm like, I don't know that that's true because maybe now they are. Because when I got them, there were so many available. But my hanging basket is now gigantic. Next spring, I'm going to have to repot it into a larger basket, which I don't want to do because it's such a nice size right now. It's in like a 4-inch basket, which is perfect, but the plant itself is like 4 feet across. It's very large. I need an effing fuchsia plant so bad. They can be overwintered here, and the fruits are yummy. Oh, I didn't know that they make fruits. Fuchsia plants, fuchsia flowers are so weird looking. Good morning, everyone. Hey there, Melanie. Good morning. Like a very light fig. Oh, okay. Getting geared up for Christmas. Doing my best, Melanie. I have a stress-induced cold sore forming on my lip, and I still have one present to go by. But otherwise, getting geared right the heck up. That's what I'm doing. My favorite hanging plant. Really? That's nice. What is my favorite hanging plant? I I don't know what my favorite hanging basket is. I really did enjoy my geraniums this year, but they're not really a hanging basket. They're more of like a basket you put on the ground. My impatiens, that was a nice basket, but it wasn't hanging. What's a hanging? Oh, hello. Hi. Good morning. I didn't know you were coming here. How doing? Miss Peekaboo has been very, very brave. Alex got her a automatic feeder so that when we're away, she can just have her breakfast at the same time, and she doesn't have to wait for anybody to show up to get her breakfast on time. They'll still come to check on her, just not to worry about getting there at a certain time to feed her. Hey, baby. So she has now a new automatic feeder, and she understood it. She understood it right away. Didn't you, Missy? This big fat lady. She knows how the feeder worked easily for her because she will go anywhere for food. Won't ya? Yeah, you like the new feeder? Yeah, you get to hear it crinkle all over the bowl, clink, 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 clink as it falls. Wait till she breaks in. It's got a pretty good lid, and Rohan was kind of our criminal. Peekaboo doesn't do that sort of stuff. Like she doesn't go into the food bag. We used to have to put all the cat food and the dog food in the fridge and all the treats in the fridge because Rohan would just tear through the bags. And he would knock over containers and he would do anything to get to the food. Hi, Hunty. You're my sweet Hunty bear. She adores you, oh my effing god, purring already. You think so? Do you think she prefers me and she loves me? My sweet fat baby. She's a sweet girl. I think she's my soul cat. Look at her, we're buddies, me and her. You sweet girl. That makes me feel nice when you say that, though, because I never know for sure if she really actually loves me, and then whenever people say it, I'm like, yeah, I hope so, I love her, I just want her to feel loved and happy, but she's also starving, my poor cat. If I could, I would feed her so much food, but she can't. You can't be fed that much because you're already fat. The vet said you're overweight. The vet said what was the word? Obese. You're an obese cat. So we have to work on it. She's finished her first bag of diet food. We're now on your second bag. Maybe by the time we finish the second bag of diet food, maybe then you'll be small. Yes, you're robust. My rotund little mama. Good morning. She looks just like my old mama kitty. Yeah? Did you lose your old mama kitty? Because I abducted Peekaboo from the wild. Can you imagine if someone ended up on this stream and was like, that looks just like my cat that went missing? Exactly at the time that you abducted Peekaboo from the wild. I didn't abduct her. I rescued her. She had fleas and worms and frostbite. Come on. She needed me. She didn't need me. She was fat already. But she needed to be an indoor cat. You just wanted to be an indoor baby. And she was not pregnant. Do you still have Rohan? Deborah, No, we don't have Rohan Well, we do. We do have Rohan. Rohan passed away. I'm sorry to let you know this way. Rohan passed away in October. And it was sudden and tragic and awful. We were not prepared for it. We did not think that was what was going to happen. Alex wasn't even with me at the vet because we did not think that was what was going to happen. But yeah, he had some medical event that the vet assumes was either cancer, like exploding, or some kind of like kidney shutdown as a result of the steroids we were using to treat another illness. So it was bad. It was bad and it was awful and it was unexpected. And it was in October, so it's been a little while now. I have a little bit of separation. It was October 1st. But yes, we do have him home now. He's home now with Thunder. We have his skull right here. So this is CJ. This is Toby, and that's Rohan. We've got all of them home now, and Diane is in there as well. Diane is the bird at the front. But yes, we had his skull taxidermied the same way we had CJ's skull done, and then we had Thunder's skull done at the same time as well. So they're home now, and thank you. I appreciate your condolences. It was really, really bad, and I have a lot of guilt over it, because one of the possibilities that caused his death is that we were treating his inflammation and anxiety, but there's a possibility that the steroids we were treating with were what caused his kidneys to shut down. So it may have been one of the treatments we were doing that was making him sicker. Laura, I actually managed to get them to pull a tooth from River for me to give back. I'm so thankful to them. Oh, that's hard. That's good that they did it for you, though. I also rescued mine from outside about 17 years ago, and she was pregnant. She had 4 black babies, kept them all with my ex. Years later, 3 of the babies surviving. I have 1, the ex has the other 2. Oh, that's kind of lovely. I mean, at least you guys were able to find a nice way for both of you to get some of that kitty love. Peekaboo was not pregnant. She looked pregnant when we found her, but it was just that she was fat. She needs a bath, in my opinion. I mean, like, she doesn't smell. She's a lovely cat, but, like, do you see her hair? Do you see how, like, frumpy this part looks? To me, she looks very frumpy right here, and I think that she needs a bath to not be frumpy anymore. Hey, are you a frumpy? Look at this. Stop it, Peekaboo. You're so cute. Look at, wait, hold on. Get out of the way of the mic. Pika. My baby. My baby. Come here, sit. Sit. Here. From this foot too. There, my baby. There, my baby. There's my baby. She needs a bath, my stinky girl. She's not stinky, she's beautiful. She keeps herself so clean. She's such a good kitty. The brush will take out the dander that is drying her fur out way better than bathing her would. Yeah? Alright, well, good, because she loves being brushed. You want to get a good brush in right now, girlfriend, while we're taking this knitting break? Let me get my brush. Maybe you don't run away, okay? You just stay here with everybody. Everyone can just babysit you. Stop it. You're the most amazing, fat, beautiful kitty. She just sat and lied down right here. Stop, you sweet baby. Look at my sweet little baby. Okay, let me just go get the brush. I will get you a boar bristle, and I will get you a regular cat brush. Because I have both. Good girl, Pika. You're such a nice baby. I don't think that's the one we like. We like the other one. There it is. This is the one my girl likes. This is called the... Oh, it doesn't have a name. I thought it was called something like a Furminator. But this is not the Furminator. We have a boar bristle. And we have a nice blue one. Sorry if the volume's not great. If I have the microphone too close to her, then she will bop her head against it. Here. Oh, does that feel nice? Oh, that's a nice brush, huh? Oh, that's a happy girl. Let's see if we can get you to look a little bit cuter, huh? A little less rough. We are enjoying our kitten Bear. It's fun how each kitty has its own personality, just like people. It's true. You are very different to Rohan, and you're very different to CJ. Who knew you had so much hair that needed to come out? Just kidding, I did. She's perfect. She's definitely perfect. If a little bit overweight. If a little overweight. Are you a little bit fat, baby girl? Yeah, but she's sweet. I remember her back at the farm on the lives. We heard her howling from the basement. Yeah, she was scared. She hated us at first. She was like, why have I been abducted? I had a life. I used to hunt for rabbits, and now I'm trapped in this house with all these animals that I didn't ask for. But now look at her. No howling. She meows like a baby. Meow just like a little baby. Look at how patient she is now. I don't think I could have come up to her with an object when we lived on the farm. Like, any object was a threat. She doesn't feel threatened by me at all anymore. Let's see, how much hair have we gotten out so far? Look at that. Just a minute of brushing. Here we go. How's that feel? Getting all those hairs out, getting all that dander out. I'm so glad I am not allergic to cats. Let me tell you. That would really bug me if I could not have pet cats. I love cats. I'm not a cat person. I would say I'm a dog person, but I do love cats. No, I'm definitely a dog person, but I love cats. Like, if I could only have one, though, it would be a dog. Actually, it'd probably end up actually being a cat just because cats are easier to manage. If I could only have one animal, it would probably be a cat, but I think I would prefer to always have a dog. Look at all that hair coming out, girl. Does that feel better? Getting all that fine stuff to come out? Sorry, I haven't brushed you in a while, have I? When she starts licking like that, I know it's like itchy. There you go. Look at this. Another bundle. Bundles. 2 bundles. Oop. Static. We need to get you like something to make you less staticky, girlfriend. I promise we will get back to knitting eventually today. I feel like I want to do this so that I can talk still, but Peekaboo can participate. She is, after all, the star. There. Rub the fabric softener sheet on her. I don't have a fabric softener sheet. Oh wait, you mean like a dryer sheet. We have our unscented, unfragranced, uncolored, everything sheets. It'll probably still work though. Oh, she's so pretty now. Look how pretty your fur looks when it's all brushed and not rough looking. You look like a princess. My cat really needs a brushing, but my neighbors are borrowing it for their border collie at the moment. I didn't know how much my cat needed. I did know, I've just been avoiding it because I thought I was going to bathe her. But if brushing her is going to give me the same results, I will definitely skip the bath. I do not need all of my pets to not trust me. My birds don't trust me right now. Ugh. So I'd prefer if at least the cat... Ugh. The cat and the dog trust me at least. Baby girl, your hair is so fine. I'm pretty sure I'm breathing it in. Again, super happy I am not allergic to you, because it would definitely be a problem. Kind of passive aggressive to offer to lend it. Like, your pet looks a little raggedy. Here's a good brush. Your pet looks a little raggedy. Can you also bring it back, though? Everyone who's been here since then knows the one animal you can never have in the house with her is a rabbit. Literally, I can't have a pet rabbit ever. Peekaboo has dragged a full adult rabbit. Like, I'm not talking a cute little bunny. I'm talking like a rabbit. Like the ones where their eyes know the history of the world. You know, rabbits. Scary rabbits, not a cute little bunny. She was dragging it across a whole field. It took her like 20 minutes to get across the field, and Alex and I just watched her huff this thing across an open field in the winter. And we were like, oh, she's definitely able to kill our chickens. Because we had seen her lurking around our chickens. Actually, I think it was the summer when she caught the rabbit. Because we caught her in the winter, but I think the summer was when we saw her with the rabbit. But it was when we noticed, like, oh, she's big enough to eat our chickens if she wanted to. And then in the winter, we saw her start to hang out by the chicken coop, like on the fence by our chicken's coop. And we were like, she's hunting. She's not just here for friendship. So I said, if she's going to stay near the chickens, she's going to stay in the house. And she's going to be a house cat. And then Alex was like, I don't know if she wants to. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I'm abducting this cat. And then he said, okay. And he helped me. And then she hated being inside for like a year. And then she loved it after that. And then a year after that, she became a kitty cat. And then a year after that, everything has been beautiful ever since. Oh my God, I had a rabbit for 10 years and she hated cats. She had murder on her mind. She would stomp and huff. Yeah, wild hares, totally, Melanie. Which I didn't even really, I mean, I know they are in our area, but you don't really see them often. You see like brown cottontails, mostly. So seeing her with a rabbit that large, I mean, there's a possibility it was just a brown cottontail bunny, but dead weight, maybe it stretched out and looked really big. But when I saw it, the first thing I thought was, that is a very large rabbit. It was the same size as Peekaboo, which is bigger than a bunny. But there's a possibility it was just like limp because it was dead. And that made it look bigger. Okay. Your hair is everywhere in the air. My whole room's gonna need to be swept because of the small little furry bits of dust coming off of my cat. Look at how much has come off of her. She looks shinier already. You think so? Do you look like a shiny, pretty girl now? Here, let me hold your hair here so it doesn't pull. She understands. She doesn't feel stressed when I hold her fur. She knows it so that it doesn't hurt more. We'll do the boar bristle brush after we get all of the hair out. It's like I can hear it when it's no longer got bad hair in it. It makes a different sound, brushing. She loves, you love, you a lovey girl. You love getting brushed. You love getting cared for. You love being a house cat. For a stray, she definitely loves being a house cat now, don't you, girl? That feels so good, getting all those extra hairs that you can't reach out. Maybe you'll be able to reach them when you're not fat. Where are you going? Oh God, almost knocked over a vase. Okay, let me put these vases here so that you don't knock them over. Okay, let's get this last large poof out. Look at that. Come here, you little lemmer. Come on. Come on. I have to move over here. She doesn't want to be here anymore. Okay. Oh, she's such a pretty girl. There. Now we've got the bristles. Boar bristle, that'll just be to smooth you out. Huh? How about that? Sorry, we're almost done. Peekaboo will tell us when she's done. There we go. Now Peekaboo's finished. And I'll try again later. Here's how far we got. Ugh. That's how much hair we got out, just in a couple of minutes. 1 second, I just need to go wash my hands because there's hair all over me and I need to get the static of it off. Also, actually, I have to pee again, so you guys could just hang out. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Stealing your cat, Laura. Honestly, I don't blame you. She is so cute. Sometimes she's like, she just does the most. She's real cute sometimes, isn't she? Like extra cute. Like more than she needs. We love. All right. Back to knitting. Now that the cat is cleaner. What do you think, Pika? You happy? You happy, baby? Hi. Pika. Psst, psst, psst. Come here. She still reminds me of my banjo that passed. Oh. Come here, honey. Come on. There she is. There's my sweet girl. Okay, don't bump the mic. Just sit down. Hey, stop it, stop it. You saved her from a few hairballs there. I don't know what it is about Peekaboo. She has never, knock on wood, had a hairball. She has just never had that problem, which is great. I love that for me. Hi, baby. Hi, baby girl. Good kitty cat. You good girl. You sweet baby. You know you can sit down. You can stay. Hi. Oh, so sweet, so soft. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, she's so nice. She's so nice. That's probably why she always looks so yucky. She's not cleaning herself enough to even get hairballs. Huh? No hairballs for you. She's a very cute kitty, I tell you what. There you go, baby. Now you could be in the vidya. Oops, not there. There. Oh, just sit down, baby girl. Nope, not on the table. You don't have to lie on the table. You can just lie in my lap. There's lots of room in my lap, see? Look. Right there. There. Lots of room. See? No problem. Yeah, I know. I know. It's nice. Okay. Sorry, distracted. Got distracted by the animal. My sweet kitty cat. You just want all the hugs. I love you so much, baby girl. Do you know that? You could just lie down and rest your head. There you go. See, no problem. She's wagging her tail like she's pissed off, though. I'll have you know. Underneath the table, there's a tail that's like doing like some fast flicking stuff. You don't have to be upset, Pika. You can just get cozy and cuddly here. She's purring, but she's also like swatting her tail around. We have a gray Zeke. What's her name? This is Peekaboo. Peekaboo, the very sweet, very fat kitty cat. She doesn't look that fat anymore, I feel like. She has some shape now, other than just round. I feel like. Let me believe, okay? I just want to believe. By the way, it's 10:30 and we have a goal today of getting 30 thumbs up likes on the video. If you're coming in and you have not clicked the thumbs up button, please do. She's mad that you're not petting her and not being doted on. She's like, I'm here and you're not even doing anything to let me know how important I am. Baby girl. Hi? You're just a baby. It's okay. How can you knit rather than pet me? How can that even be possible? Oh my god, though. The fur that just comes off of her from petting, look at this. Ready? Look. Ready? Watch this. Look at this. See that? This is just from me petting her. Yuck. I hate animals that shed. I know it's not her fault, but like, ew. Back to knitting. My sweet girl. Zeke is a cute name for a kitty cat too. Christine. Peekaboo is named after another gray cat named Peekaboo. Alex's neighborhood growing up where he grew up, I had been there lots of times because when we were dating, he still lived there. And in his neighborhood, there was a gray cat named Peekaboo, and he was like a sketchy cat. But he was very pretty because he was gray. And I said to Alex, if we ever have a gray cat, I would love to name it Peekaboo. I love that name. And then Peekaboo came into our life, and she was a stray with no name. And she also loved hiding, so Peekaboo worked. Did Peekaboo spin the volume down a bit? No? The volume's... Oh, maybe just because my face is not right next to the mic. Apologies. I'm just trying to keep Peekaboo out of the, out of headbutting the mic. She likes to headbutt it when it gets too close to her. There you are. I'm here. I'm right here, right by the mic. Just as long as it's a little bit too high for her to hit. What are you wagging your tail for? Huh? What are you flicking it around for? Who do you think you're talking to, Pika? We say bear causes catstractions. Like a distraction of cat. Hey? You sweet baby. You know, you can put both feet down. You have a second foot here somewhere. There. Here. Put them over my arm like that. Then you could just sit cuddled. There. Now we can just cuddle. No problem. I wonder if all gray cats like to hide. Zeke's fave. Well, Peekaboo was a scaredy cat, a literal scaredy cat when we first got her, so she was hiding because she was always afraid. Now, as you can see, she is not. This is not afraid. This is what Peekaboo looks like when she's not afraid. Good girl. God, I love her. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. You're so fat. Her cheeks are all fur, but they make her look so fat. Is that the stuff right there? Is that the good stuff? Oh, yeah. The cheek scratches. Oh, the big, scritchy, grabby cheek scratches. That's what she likes. Oh, yeah. There you go. My dog tried to eat a snail. That's not a good thing for a dog to eat. Pretty sure that'll make their mouth foam up. And probably will make them barf. Snails and toads. Not good food for doggies. I have seen dogs eat snails and toads before. Or at least bite into them. And it causes lots of frothy mouth. She likes that as it's her smell gland area. Oh, is that the reason? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, we're done. We're done here. We got back to the front. So you're marking yourself. Oh, my baby. So why you like when I pet there? 'Cause you like marking me? Yeah. My baby. Okay, now we're gonna switch the knitting needles. That's why she rubs her cheeks on you. Baby, it's because you love me so much and you want everybody to know that I'm your kitty cat person. Hey? So weird how you have thumbs. Sorry, I'm getting my own distractions from this sweet, sweet baby. Look at this. Look at these no claws. She's just all cozy. No claws for me. Oh my god, she is totally in love with you. She feels safe with you. Peekaboo, you're very, very sweet. Thanks for feeling safe with me, baby girl. That makes me feel happy that she feels safe with me. I'm your mama. A lot of houseplants are toxic for pets. Yeah, I know a lot of houseplants are. I don't have pets that trouble themselves with plants. The only plant that Peekaboo has tried to eat was a Dracaena, and it has not been a problem. I just moved it out of her reach. And she's also tried to eat my spider plant, so I just put it out of her reach, but she doesn't seem to try for any of the ones that don't look like grass. So I just don't keep ones that look like grass. And then we have no troubles. And Toby doesn't eat houseplants because he's a dog and he's small. The birds don't eat the houseplants because they know that they'll get yelled at. I think they definitely would if they were left to their own devices, but I don't leave them alone with all of my plants. There's so much cat hair around me right now. Alright, girlfriend. I think I'm gonna do some of my stuff now. I'm gonna stop petting you and I'm gonna leave you alone. Alright? You can stay here if you want, but I'm gonna stop, like, accommodating you, okay? Sound good? Good. Okay. She says, nope, doesn't sound good. If you're not going to pet me, I am out. You have a little paper on you. Or a bird seed. A bird seed. Are you rolling on the ground? Another bird seed? Piece of a bird seed. Alright. Now we're going to have to get my little knitting needle changer things because we have to switch the needles off of this and put them onto these guys. And I think I put them away like a boss. Aha. There is one in here. That's good. Peekaboo, why are you irritated? Why you flicking your tail around so much, huh? Why are you flicking it around? Okay, so we just need to do more work on each of the sleeves. So I'm just gonna swap out the knitting needles for the knitting needle covers right now. I remember when I loved the way peace lilies looked. I was so sad about how toxic peace lilies are for pets, because they are like real toxic. And it's like the pollen that falls off of the flowers is toxic as well. Okay, bye, Pika. Orange-brained cats will flick tail when happy. Are you happy or are you angry at me for some unknown reason? She's like, leave me alone. Okie dokie. Okay, so here's my sleeve right now. This is now the body. There's a tiny bit left on this ball because this will be what we use to attach the sleeves to the body, but here's the body length before the sleeves are attached at the bottom, like at the bottom of the armpit, that is. Now I have a new ball of yarn because we're going to do one more ball of yarn on each sleeve to make sure that it's long enough. Okay. Why only 5 thumbs? 5? I see 12. That being said, I 100% agree. We should have 30. We're aiming for 30 thumbs up today. 30 likes, please, and thanks. And if that's something you haven't done yet today, please click the like button. It helps the channel grow. Ouch. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get as many thumbs ups as we can. 30 is the goal today. We're just going to increase the goal every live stream, and then eventually we'll have a bunch. I was going to say 1 million, but that's silly. A bunch of likes. Okay. So now I'm working on the sleeve again. We need to add a little bit more length, possibly as much as 1 more ball of yarn. At max, it'll be 1 more ball. Because that's the only amount we can justify. Ooh, I pressed refresh. Okay, good. Is my coffee still hot? What do you think? My guess is no. And I guessed right. Oh well. I'm so pumped about this sweater. I think it'll be a good sweater once it's finished. I'm using a cable that's shorter than than the length or than the width of the sleeve, so that the stitches all bunch up on the needle, so it's easier to continuously knit. If I went with a longer cable that made it long enough for each of the stitches, like with no bunching, then I would have to constantly negotiate the stitches around the cable, and it would be annoying and it would be tedious. This way I can avoid much of that tediosity, if you will. Now that Peekaboo is no longer taking the space up, we can move everything around to be comfortable. You know what I actually want to do is use my mouse pad. I know I don't need it for my mouse, but I want to use my mouse pad for my wrist. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. There. So, what's everybody's big plans for the week? Do you have family stuff happening this week? Do you guys do it on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? My family just picks whatever day works best for everybody, so it's any day between the 23rd and the 26th. We generally just pick a day that everybody's available, and we do our Christmas bonanza as Christmas is whatever day everybody gets together. It's like you and your small family do Christmas on the 25th, but the large family does Christmas whenever it's available. Maybe that's going to be the 25th. Maybe it's the 23rd. Maybe it's the 26th. It doesn't matter as long as everyone's together. So we're doing that. And Julia is actually hosting this year. So we're doing it at her house, which it's going to be perfect because it's a good mid location. But also it is smaller than my parents' house, so we are not doing the whole turkey and mashed potatoes and big seated table because the house is not large enough and there's going to be too many bodies, plus gifts, plus pets. It's just going to be an absolute bonanza. So it's going to be all hors d'oeuvres and snack foods. So Julia is making spinach dip, and she's making pesto bites and a charcuterie board and such as and what which. We're just doing snacky things, veggies and fruit and that sort of stuff. Let's see. I believe I will be here alone at home. Maybe hubby too. The oldest kid blew up last night and I'm tired of it. Done it for over 20 years. I'm tired of being disrespected. Ugh. Why are we doing family fights the day before Christmas? I'm sorry, Candace. Is there no Christmas plan, or are you just opting out of it because of the drama of it all? Either way, sorry. That sucks. I think Christmas is just me and Alex, and I think we're going to go see a movie like we usually do. That's our Christmas tradition. Going to see a movie. But the family Christmas stuff is going to be hors d'oeuvre things, like hand foods. I'm tired of being told to go, oh my gosh. Obviously, your child does not have crippling anxiety, because the idea of saying that to my parents fills me with existential dread. Pretty sure if I said that to my parents, it would not go well for anyone involved. See, she is my stepdaughter, so hubby might go down to her apartment, not me. That's awful. Well, if there's good food, make sure hubby takes a plate home for you. Why would someone say that to you? That's awful. I'm sorry she's disrespecting you so much. Yeah, me too. It sucks. And it sucks that it's like, it's an adult and it's, you know what I mean? You can't like change how an adult's acting. Is this coffee still on? She has done it the whole time. Can you fill up my coffee? She's done it the whole time I've been with him. Ugh. And 20 years, so you've been in her life for a hot minute, literally. Thanks. Sorry you hit your head down there. Alex hit his head on the corner of a bulkhead in the basement. He was passing by me and he dipped his head to get out of my way, and then he put it in the direction that is where the bulkhead is, and it was right on the corner of the bulkhead, so he just hit the corner right into his freaking head. Going on 24 years. Oh my god. Is that not something that your hubby can step in and be like, hey, this is my life partner who has been here most of your life. You can't treat my partner this way. This person's basically been a mom to you for most of your life. I would imagine, I said basically because I don't know how close you guys are right now, but 24 years. Been there since she was 13. Oh, he has, and she continues. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Candace. That's a shitty thing to deal with. Not sure if alcohol was in there to egg her on, but that's a whole other issue. Yeah. Alcohol is its own issue. Thank you, my dear. You're a sweet man. And you know what love is. Ooh, that's a hot cup of coffee. Thank you. By the way, here's today's Christmas mug. It has teddy bears and dolls riding a rocking horse with presents underneath for Christmas. Did you notice I also decorated? I don't know if you even saw any of the decorations. This is my Christmas decorations. Ready? There's a Santa. There's a Santa. There's a snowman. There's a Santa. There's a snowman. There's a snowman who's dressed up as Santa. That's my Christmas decorating. And then there's 2 stockings. The end. That's all I have for you. That's all the energy I could muster for Christmas this year for decorating. I prefer my home the way it is, and Christmas decorating is a lot. I only have one son who respects and loves me. Praise be. Let's have that moved for everyone. Can we all have all the children respect and love? That'd be great. Let's see. When something really bad happens, you need to be there for her. Something like an accident, even appendicitis, she might blame you for her parents never getting back together. Yeah, like on the inside, she blames you for it, but she knows logically that doesn't make sense, so she can't actually say something like that. So instead, she just has to be rude to you because inner child version of her is like, my mom and dad broke up because of you, even though adult version is like, that's definitely not what happened at all. But think about it. When you came into her life, she was hitting puberty. Like, you would have been entering her life at her most volatile. Shortest day today. The light is coming back. I forgot to say something. Thank you, Louisa. Guys, happy solstice. The light is on its way back. For us, yesterday was the shortest day of the year. And now it is, we're headed back towards the light. So happy solstice. Happy Yule to those of you who do Yule. Happy solstice to those of you who celebrate the solstice. And hold on, there's one more word. Yule, solstice, and shoot, what's the date today again? What's the solstice called in which language? Witchcraft language. Wiccan. There's another word I forget. What's solstice winter called in Wiccan? It's called Yule. In Wicca and modern paganism, the winter solstice is called Yule, a major Sabbath on the wheel of the year that celebrates the rebirth of the sun, the longest night, and the return of the light, symbolizing hope and renewal. Cool. So Yule is what we're at. I thought there place between Samhain and Imbolc. Triumph of light over darkness. Okay, so it's just Yule. What in the Yule is going on around here? Okay, there we go. And let's see. Sorry you're dealing with this. As a stepkid, it can be complicated. Has she ever been in therapy? Right. She's on a pedestal. When I joined the family, I came with rules. She was no longer in charge of her siblings. Since Dad had to work a couple of jobs to raise them all, the mom only wanted the dishwasher when they split. Wait, what? When I joined the family, I came with rules. She was no longer in charge of her siblings because you arrived. Since Dad had to work a couple of jobs to raise them, the mom only wanted the dishwasher when they split. She needs therapy. She knows it. I feel like everyone knows they need therapy. Some people just aren't willing to get it, you know? You can't force it. Only if you want therapy will you get therapy. How many times have I suggested therapy to people who need it? It is never received helpfully. Literally ever. I don't know ever anyone who could hear the words, I think you need therapy. No one ever seems to receive it well. Although, how many people need therapy? Lots. Can we talk about, like, the possibility of this being a haircut for me in the future? I look like my grandma with my hair like this. If this was, like, the length of my whole head, it makes me look like my grandma, and I'm here for it. Anyway, that's not the way it is. That girl will not trust adult women easily. Well, she is an adult woman, right? 20, what did you say? 20 years? 25 years? Plus she was already 13. So 35, 36, 37, 38? Is that how math works? 38-year-old adult woman. It's hard to change. Their mom was a party girl. Too much into not missing out. on what was at the bar. Dad was the responsible one. Fair. Her mom can do no wrong. Fair enough. I mean, mommies matter, you know. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome, welcome. Happy to have you. We're just working on knitting today. We're a knitting world. We're going to do our best to get this sleeve done up to the point that we can attach it to the body. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. I think we might be able to do it today. Attach the sleeve. Maybe it'll be a Wednesday problem. Oh, shoot. Speaking of Wednesday, I can't come Wednesday morning. If I come, I can only come for a bit because I have to go participate in prepping for Christmas on Wednesday. I didn't realize the day's worth. The numbers were on. 22. That means 24 is Wednesday. So I'm doing my Christmas with my family on the 24th. So I'm not going to be here at least for part of the stream. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if I can do like something, like if I could do like 9 to 11. Because I have to be there at some point to help with Christmas. Tax reasons, or she just won't sign? I mean, I know several people now, honestly. Candy and Candace. I know several people now who just didn't bother getting divorced because it was just more than either person really cared to do or wanted to do. It's just not important. It literally, Candace, it's not important, so we would have to pay for it, and it's not cheap. Yeah. It's just, some people, it's like, it doesn't matter because I don't plan on getting married again, so I don't care. Like, I know like several adult couples who just didn't bother getting divorced. They just stopped being together. I have a friend whose parents have been separated for over 30 years. They have a good relationship with each other. They have they have long-term partners, and they're just not divorced. It just never happened, and it doesn't matter now because neither of them plan on getting married again. So, yeah, I thought, why would you want to stay married to someone that you want to be divorced from? But then there's this thing that happens too. Once you didn't do it 10 years ago, it's easy to continue not doing it now. When you already didn't do it 20 years ago, it's easier to just continue not doing it now. I feel like it makes no difference. The reason that I would care as Candace, the reason I would care if I was you, would be for medical reasons. If you're about to go into surgery, it'd be good to have your husband able to make decisions for you. But I think you can just do that with paperwork now. I don't think you need to legally be married to give someone power of attorney over you if you're incapacitated, right? I have the oldest child, my son, and he's amazing. Then hubby came with 3 kids, daughter, son, daughter. He is listed as an okay. He is listed as He's listed as an okay. I don't know. Oh, next of kin. I was trying to find the words for like emergency. He's listed as next of kin. Okay. Yeah. That's one of the only reasons Alex and I feel more strongly about getting married than not, is just for paperwork reasons and tax reasons. We're already common law as far as taxes, so it doesn't really matter, and we don't have any kids, so it's okay, but still. Marriage is a scam made up by lawyers. Modern marriage, maybe? Marriage itself is not made up by lawyers. But modern marriage, sure. The son is a lost cause. The youngest daughter says she thinks of me more as her mom. Oh. Plus, life is getting more expensive by the day, as it seems. That's truth. Life is always getting more expensive. Everything's more expensive always. When will things go down in price? Will that ever happen again? Do you remember when gas used to be less than $1 a liter? Because I remember it being 87 cents a liter, and I remember the day it tipped from 97 cents up to $1.03. I remember it was like everyone in town was like, this is not going to stand. This is not going to stand. And then guess what? Now it's like $1.30. Well, actually, I went the other day and it was $1.12. But still, the point is, it's just going to keep everything goes more and more. I remember when Alex and I used to go and be able to get breakfast at a diner for like $16 for both of us to eat. Like we would pay like $18 with tax and tip for a meal for 2 people. And now it's like $16 is just what it costs for you to enter the restaurant. You can't even like get anything. Let's see. Go to Hagersville or Caledonia, it's under $1. Really? Under $1 right now? Go to Welland, it's under $1 lately. Okay. Well, Alex is a gas snob. Don't know if you've ever heard of those, because I didn't know that was a thing. Another reason I do not fill up my car is because we are only allowed to use Costco gas and Shell gas. The additives in that gas is the best additives in all the gas in town. You can't go to the res to get gas. They mix in all kinds of stuff. You can't go to Petro-Canada. They mix in all kinds of stuff. You gotta go to Shell and you gotta go to Costco. I don't ask questions because I don't care about the answer. So that's just the rule in my home. Alex made the rule. And since it's a rule that matters to him, I don't fill up the car unless absolutely necessary, which has only happened to me maybe 5 times since I started driving. I don't think I've filled up my car more than 5 times in the last 10 years. Because it's not what I do. I don't do that. It's not my job. Alex is responsible for taking care of the car, for making sure it's safe to drive, for making sure it has the right registrations and tires and safety things. That's all his job. Therefore, it's also his job to fill the car. Buck in Newfoundland. Really? Well, gas snobs. Ugh. Yeah, he's a gas snob. Alex is a snob for like a few things. He has like he's a dental floss snob. He's a gas snob. He's a running shoes snob. Oh, not Newfoundland, Niagara Falls. What other snob are you?
What?
You're a gas snob?
A what?
A gas snob.
What's a gas snob?
You only go to gas stations that have the additives you like, so you're a gas snob.
A gas snob?
That's literally what a...
Preventative maintenance.
Yeah, it's a gas snob.
Okay.
You're also a running shoes snob. You won't just go to the thrift store and buy, or the Walmart and buy a $10 pair of shoes. You literally won't. You would rather use a pair that is actively falling apart of the brand that you like versus having an in-trim $10 pair that isn't falling apart.
Yep.
So, a lighter snob, right?
I guess I'm a tool snob of sorts.
He's also a tool snob, yep. No Ryobi in this house.
I like getting the good ones.
He likes his Mastercraft.
Milwaukee.
He they're both orange. Actually, Mastercraft is red.
My power tools.
He is okay.
Regular tool, like pliers and stuff.
He's a power tool snob.
Pliers.
Okay, a power tool snob, a shoe snob, a perfume snob, and a gas snob. And a dental floss snob. You like what?
Rings.
Well, that's not a snob because you'll take ones that are from an antique store or new.
No.
I think that's it for what you're a snob about. Oh, all tech. You won't use headphones from the dollar store or from Radio Shack or whatever. You only use the tech you like.
I do have to taste tech.
It's the autism, guys. It's the autism. Or it's just that he's a snob.
I mean, I try everything, but I like specific stuff.
Well, he tried everything at some point in the past.
For laptops, I won't take anything that's not a Mac.
Yep.
Mac's only for laptop.
Hey, baby.
What?
Can you refill my cup of water?
Used to be a Starbucks snob.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I still prefer Starbucks over other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your...
Right here. I just got hella nauseous. Love that for me. Sorry, guys. I know it's super fun to watch someone breathe through a potential dry heave. Not pregnant. My dad's side of my family comes from Nova Scotia. I was thinking Newfoundland too. My hubby was born there. Your hubby was born in Newfoundland? He's from Newfoundland? Newfoundland, a good place. Oh, I already showed you. I was just about to get excited about my thrifting finds, but I realized I already showed them to you. GBF is the best thrift store in Southern Ontario, in my humble opinion. And on top of already having like the old school thrift store prices, they also have old school awesome thrift store finds. Butterfly Dragon, you're from this area, you should definitely check out GBF. It's a thrift store in Grimsby, and it's the best thrift store. That being said, if you're someone who resells things, I don't want you to go to that thrift store. That's our thrift store. It's for people who want to enjoy stuff. It's not for resellers. It's still hidden. The resellers haven't found it yet. It's my favorite thrift store. I almost always find something. I find so much good glass stuff. I need to find a Geiger counter, though, to find out if any of my glass is radioactive. And I also need to have lead paint test liquid to find out if there's lead on any of my crystal or my glass, because I didn't check. Can you imagine? I'm just sitting here like lead poisoning my whole family by bringing in cool stuff. Actually, it's not a cold. I just have chronic lead poisoning. I mean, I wouldn't really be surprised because this house is built in 1898. Oh, right. I wanted to do a little searchy search to see if I could find out who lived here, to see if I could find out any history about this building. Just a sec. You guys can come along with me on the trip of a lifetime, but you won't get to watch. You just get to hear me learn, because I can't show it to you or else I'll be doxing myself by accident. So I can't show you, but I will look it up and I'll tell you what I find. Let's see. Okay, no ghosts. And I want like Hamilton's information. Haha! Thank you, Flamborough History. Come with me and you'll see the history of my apartment building. I buy most of my clothes from thrift stores, and I'm not a reseller. I'll make note of it. Thanks. It's the best place. Okay, let's see. Inventory of buildings, architectural and or historical interest. Stony Creek. Oh, that house is a historical interest. It just got resold. I love that house. Okay, hold on. Former. Let's see. In a world of your imagination. Okay. Historical houses. How many houses are in Flamborough? Is entire city of Flamborough historical? First of all, calm down. You sang it just like I did. That's because I knew what you meant. Because we're from the same brain. Okay, Glanbrook. No, that's not the right place. Wait, Rymal Road is not Glambrook. Rymal Road is straight up Hamilton. Okay, here we go. Historical. Show me the evidence. Okay. Okay, so my house is not... Oh, wait. Okay, so my house is not a historically significant house. Rude. Okay, let's look for one that's close to our house in terms of... Okay, so now we can see this. Everyone just hold on. Calm down. Are you going to tell me about these houses, or are you just going to list them out? Okay, Hamilton, calm down. You have enough houses that are historical. Why are they historical, though? Are you going to tell me the reason? You're just going to say they're historical? Okay. 1893. 1898, okay. There are many surviving Victorian and historic homes in Hamilton from the era, and there's no comprehensive list, okay. City of Hamilton Heritage Properties map. Aha! Ontario Land Registry. Don't mind if I do. Land Registry records. Cool. And now I want to search what? Can I search my address? Wouldn't that be so cool if it just easily gave me the information I want? Cool, there's 0. Love that. Okay, we've got antique photographs. None of that's helpful. Okay, missions and values, strategic plan, community, gallery, Hamilton. This is just the Hamilton Public Library. That is not helpful for me. Okay, let's see. Ontario Land Property Records. Yep, thank you. Start typing a city, town, or land registry office. Probably this. Okay, now we want find property information. That's what we want. Okay, block number, don't know. Property number, is that like the street number? Let's do address. Ooh, Hamilton street records, cool. Canada. Cool, and cool, hold on, none, good, and then requested by, I don't know, tenant? No results were found. Cool, we love that. Okay, cool, cool. We've got register property details. Wait, I can't just look at it? I have to buy it to look at the stuff about it? Document registration date, 2, purchase options. Okay, what are the purchase options? Parcel register options. Select your date, language, and deleted instrument inclusion preferences. If applicable, only the first 1,000 documents will be printed on the property record. I don't need it printed. I just want to look at it. Can't you just show me information? No. The answer is no. I'm not allowed to look. I can't have it. They won't let me have it. Land titles. I want to know cool stuff about where I live. I wonder if I could find a cool thing about the old place we used to live. Cool. Land titles. Okay, cool. So there is stuff. I just have to pay for it. I don't like that. I don't want to pay for information. I don't appreciate that. I could probably go to the library, though. Okay, back to knitting. Sorry, I got distracted, folks. What do you want from me? By the way, it's 11 o'clock, and we are aiming for 30 likes, and we're only at 16. So if you haven't clicked the thumbs up button yet today, please do. It helps the channel grow, and we're trying to get to 30. You hear me? 30 likes. 30, and we're only at 16. We need to get a few more in there. Pulls and thanks. Gorgeous. Golly gosh. So, now that I'm done that little brief moment of research, I do still want to find the information. Who is haunting my home is what I want to know. I'm not sensing that I'm being haunted, I'm just saying, if there's someone in here that could be haunting me, I would like to know about it. And I feel like if a house was built in 1898, like, that's a long time. You know? How many families lived here since 1898? You know? Probably a few. At least several. Like, from 1898 till, what, 1908, 1918, 1928? That would be 30 years. The first family had it. Now, 1928, 1938, 1948, second family. 1958, 68, third family. 78, 88, fourth family. 88, 98, fifth family. 98 to 08, sixth family. And then it's just been rented since then. So there's been anywhere from 6 to 10 families here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, that smells good. Hot soup. Maybe I'll have soup for lunch today. That's a good idea. Love me some soup. Hello.
Hello.
Love ya.
Love you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I made pizza for dinner last night, but before I made pizza, I put in the oven a couple of cinnamon sticks and a handful of black peppercorns, and then I put like half a cup of water into the pan with those items, and our house smelled so good. And then when the oven was hot enough to put the pizza in, I took out the herb spices, and then I went ahead and put the pizza in, and then our house smelled like pizza. But for like an hour, it smelled like cinnamon and spice and everything nice. Soup is a good hydrator. I feel like I'll probably need that. I'm so over being sick. Why am I getting a new illness? I never get to just not be sick. That's the punishment for having babies in my life. Oh, Lordy. Jeez Louise. Excuse Excuse me. I said excuse me. Funny timing. I just put some vanilla scented lotion on and you said it smells nice. That smells nice. And you're like, thank you. It does, doesn't it? But it's funny timing. No, my whole house smells like soup right now. And it smells very nice. Soupy. God bless. Thank you. Right. Very good. Excuse me. Like, what the heck? It's also the cat hair is like on my skin. I can feel it. It's just in and around my face. Hey, baby. I was just talking about you. You gonna come sit with me again? Hi. You wanna come sit? Come here. Good girl. Off the table. Thank you. Oh. Okay, could you just sit your bum down so I can use my arms again? Thanks. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay, well, I'm using those two hands. Okay, and I'm using that mic. Both are being used by me already, so if you could just relax, that'd be great. Toby, you relax also. Peekaboo is just sitting with me. She's not causing any troubles. Hi, honey. Nope, don't touch my microphone. You're removing my microphone. That's mine. That's my microphone. Give it back. Thank you. What are you running around for, Tobe? What are you running around for? You wiggly dog. I make purr noises at your cat. I'm sure she appreciates them. Such happy purr. Yeah, she a happy girl. She does not live a hard life, let me tell you. And now she has an automatic cat feeder. Her life is even less difficult because she doesn't have to beg me to get her food. It'll just happen now at the same time every day. Alright, relax, baby girl. All is well. I do, I hear you. I just can't pet you right now, baby. I'm busy. I'm busy. I hear you, I do. I'm trying to get this sweater done though. I'm gonna put your legs over my arm so you can lie down. There. And then I'll put your bum like this. And I'll move this step back here. I'm gonna turn you a little this way. There, okay, yeah, you just, whatever you want, baby girl. I'm doing my best here, guys. I'm trying to make everybody happy, but the cat's in need. She needs to be snuggled. You must understand. Where are you going? You're just gonna tuck your head in and have a little moment of darkness? Okay. I'm happy. I do want to knit though. I enjoy you here, but I am knitting. I feel like my tension's getting all screwed up because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I have to pay more attention. See you on Wednesday. Oh, bye, Michelle. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will see you on Wednesday. If I do have to leave early on Wednesday, I'll let you know. I might have to leave early to attend my family Christmas stuff. Honey, I'm actively knitting right now. Hi. Just a happy girl. What do you think? Does she look skinnier to you? Here, I'll show you her from the front. Here. What do you think? Is she skinnier? Oh, here. Are you skinnier? What do you think? Is she skinnier? Is my kitty still morbidly obese? I think she's lost some weight. I don't know how much, but some. Are you happy now? Is this the right position? Hi. I was trying to knit though, baby. I'm trying to knit. Don't you care? What? Hey, get your claws off my face. Don't you do that. That was sharp. You could have hurt me. You could have hurt me, you fat cat. Ugh. Just a little chubby, not too bad. I agree. I think she's just a little chubby. Did you see her put her paw on my face? She was like, I could claw you in the eye if I wanted to. She threatened. I was just threatened by a cat on stream. The cat hair. It's too much. Like with peace and love, cat hair is not my favorite thing. Excuse me. I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's the constant cold I am living with. I forgot I like this under my wrist for knitting. The sleeve is going to have some definite tension issues, but that's okay. We're gonna make it all work. Immediately goes and lies down. She's my beautiful fat cat. It's very difficult to get her to do any exercise of any sort. She will swat at stuff as it flutters by her, but she will not chase it. She will not chase it. I wonder if she would use even one of those wheels. I doubt it. She doesn't like new stuff. She's like easily spooked. So I doubt that she would ever even approach the wheel, if I can be honest with you. I don't think she would even approach it. She's very skittish around anything she doesn't know. Like, anything. Like, if I leave the mop out and it's not where it's supposed to be, she'll, like, walk around it like it's a sentient being. And I'm like, girl, it's the mop. So I don't think I could get her a wheel to do exercise. I just don't think she would use it. I don't think she would ever even approach it. Personally. And she also will not walk. Like, I don't think she will ever be a cat that I could take on a walk. I think she would be the cat that would, like, dart away and squeeze out of her harness. I don't feel like she would do a great job of walking on a leash. I think she's just destined to be a kind of fat cat always. Because we have her on weight loss food. By the time this bag ends, if she's not skinnier, I think I'm just going to switch her to like normal, super healthy food or something, because I just don't think it's necessary, if it's not actually working, to keep her on some calorie deficit. I'll just give her something super yummy and healthy. My poor fat cat. Can't lose weight if you're a cat if you don't do any physical exertion at all, ever. I hope they can get this sleeve done today. I think in half an hour I can finish the sleeve. I'll finish the other sleeve on my own so that we can get like right into assembly on the next live. We can get this sweater done and it'll be awesome. Oh gosh. Feels like I've run out of things to say. I didn't get our smoked salmon. Alex and I usually have smoked salmon at Christmas. Maybe I have to do that today too. Do you have a Christmas food that you just cannot function without? I won't say I can't function without the salmon, but Alex's family does it for New Year every year. It's like smoked salmon, and then you have a baguette, and you put butter on the baguette, and you can also put the fish eggs. It is called sturgeon roe? What's the word for it though? Sturgeon caviar. You can also put caviar on it, but I don't like the taste of caviar. To me, it just tastes like salt water, and I'm not into that. But smoked salmon, I do like. And, yeah, on a baguette with some butter, it's delightful. So I have to get that. From Norwegia. Or whatever. Oh, 18 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. We're aiming for 30 today. I know that seems like a lot to be able to achieve in half an hour, but I think that within the next half hour we can get there. We could do it. It's 11 likes, right? Well, 12 likes. We have 18, and we want to get to 30. I think we could do it. Come on, guys. Click the thumbs up button. It helps. You're here. Might as well, right? Okay. Oops. Little fumble going on here. There we go. Corrected. Gorgeous. Are you guys doing anything fun this week leading up to Christmas? Do you have any like traditions that you guys are involved in? You know, like the new kids, they all do Elf on the Shelf. My nieces and nephews aren't old enough for that sort of thing yet. I think this is the first year that the oldest nieces and nephews are starting to like get some comprehension about Christmas. Like they understand that Santa's like a magical guy or something, but I don't know that they understand anything like fully. Alistair understands that there's pretend Santa, so he understands something. I don't really know exactly what he understands. He knows Santa brings presents at Christmas, but he also knows that the Santa that's at the mall and the Santa that was at daycare, those are pretend Santas. So I don't know exactly what he understands, but he understands there's some element of like make-believe involved. And he's still really excited about it. He likes to dress up as Santa, and he says, he puts his glasses on and he says, I have my glasses on, now I look just like Santa. And then I go, oh my gosh, hi. And he goes, I'm Alistair, I'm just dressed up as Santa. And I go, oh, okay, hi, Alistair. And he goes, no, I'm Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. And then I say, okay. And if I say, the magic of Christmas, he replies, lies in your heart. My mom has this little Santa stuffed Santa. It's not an animal, I guess. She has a stuffed Santa, and if you press its hand, it says, the magic of Christmas lies in your heart. So if you say, Alistair, the magic of Christmas, he'll reply, lies in your heart. It's very cute. He's very cute. He does really cute little things. Gotta love a 3-year-old at Christmas. Next year will probably be, that was a good little stutter over there. Next year will probably be even more exciting because the oldest of the nieces and nephews will be old enough to really like get excited about Christmas in a real kind of magical way. Which is fun. This year will be good too, though. Oh, I'm like fading. I feel myself feeling worse. I had like a bit of a sore throat and I can feel like the haze of a cold. Also, Peekaboo put her claw into my eye skin. I can feel where she like took her claw out. What does she think she was doing? Jerk. She was like, stop showing everyone how fat I am. I will claw you. I get it, girl. I get it. The sweater is for sure gonna need to be blocked. I can just feel it ahead of time. It's squishy and lovely, but I think it's gonna need a good stretch. Speaking of something that needs to be blocked, my wool coat. I washed my winter coat, my wool coat. I washed it in the washing machine like an idiot. And then I dried it in the dryer like an idiot. And now my wool coat has shrunk, obviously, and the sleeves are now about 3 inches too short. So I need to give it a chance to relax. So I'm going to put it in some warm water with some Eucalan and see if I can stretch it out back to the correct shape and size. But oh my god, how annoying. I know you can't put wool in the dryer. I know that, and I did it anyway, thinking like, it's not going to affect me. This coat is like a decade old. Well, guess what? It did affect me, and now I need to repair the damage that I caused. When my son was young, the neighbor across from us was the mall Santa. He had not a clue. He was young, but when we were in the mall one day and walked by, he yelled, "Hi, John!" My son's brain exploded. He was like, "Santa knows who I am!" Imagine. He literally does. That's the magic of Christmas, John. See, I told you Santa was real. He knows you. Not that you have to convince your kid Santa is real, you know. I understand. in the nowadays, I don't feel like it needs to be this mysterious thing that kids learn about and have devastated, like, reality shifting awareness of. I think it can always just be make-believe. Everybody plays make-believe together. That's what's the magic of Christmas. Adults and children both play make-believe together. That's what's fun and magic about it. Everyone is willing to put aside their reality in order to enjoy a season with magic and whimsy. And I think that's lovely. Why does it have to be that you find it out, like it's like this devastating thing you find out he's not real, as opposed to being like, oh, you figured it out. Now you're part of the game. The game is everybody make believe and play the game. And if you figure out the make believe, then you get to be part of the game. It's like you're not part of the game until you're old enough to understand, and then you're part of the game. I don't know. It sounds like an easy way to not devastate your children about it. It just doesn't have to be something that is taken from them. It can just be, now you're part of the make-believe. You know? 19, we did it. Well, 25 more minutes. Do you think we can get 11 more likes in 25 minutes? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe. What I'll do is I'll go in and I'll like it also. Can't stop me. You know what I mean? If you don't like your own content, you know, gotta look out for yourself, right? If I don't like it, who will? There we go. There's 20 likes. One from me. Very good. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, now let's sit here for 10 seconds in the live just so I don't lose my view there. There we go. 20 likes. Done. We got it. Very good, everyone. We've done it. Now we just need 10 more. So if any of you have 10 people, I'm very curious about your joining method of the sleeve to body. I know so many different ways to make a sweater for sure. I would love to know all of the ways that you have to make a sweater because I don't know what I'm doing just now, Butterfly. What I think I'm going to be doing is continuing my knit, like knitting the body until the point where I would attach the sweater and then just knitting over the sleeve, like attaching the sweater here, knitting over the sleeve till I hit the back and then working across the back, doing like decreases. That's my big, beautiful plan. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're not there yet, so we don't have to worry about that yet. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to mattress stitch 10 or 12 stitches along the bottom to make up my armpit. And then I'm going to knit around for the rest of the stitches to make the chest and body of the chest and shoulders of the sweater. That's my thought, my hope, my plan, my dream, my goal. Is it going to work? I don't know. I think it will. It'll work. Right? It's going to work. How well is not something I'm 100% sure about, but it will work. I think. It's getting there. It's almost long enough. It needs to be from the armpit to the wrist. That's the measurement. Let me just go measure Alex's. I'll be right back. Hi, fat cat. No, not that way. The underside of his arm. Ugh, we have so much left to go. we are at unblocked. We're at 16 or 17 inches. Yes, 17. We need to get up to 21. Interesting. 21 for the body, 21 for the sleeves. So I think I'm going to have to finish the sleeves off camera, like off stream. And then I will come back and we can put it together in the next one. I do think that one more ball of yarn will suffice for the sleeve though. Hopefully. Which will leave me with one ball of yarn, which is not going to be enough. From pits to wrist is 21. Wow. From pits, underside of pit, so like not even like deep in the pit, like where your sleeve would start, but on the underside. So from there to wrist. How far is that on me? So wrist to the underside of the pit. 22. So I'm gonna do 22. I'm assuming Alex and I are the same. Oh right, I measured his actual wrist. I'll add the 2 inches though. So from pits, underside of pit to wrist plus inch. Okay, 23 if I'm doing extra stretch. 21 is just giving me a good idea. This is going to be bigger. I guess so. Wow, sounded long. Guess not. Yeah, it does sound long, doesn't it? But nope. It's not that long. Interesting. The measurement around my head is the same as from my armpit to my wrist. I wonder what other measurements. And from my wrist to my hip. What other measurements are all the same? Interesting. I hope we have enough yarn here. I also wonder if I should do a little bit of a block here of another color. You know? Or do I leave the sleeve red all the way? Because there's going to be another color, like after the sleeves are joined, there's only going to be about that much like of the shoulder and chest in the red, and then everything from here up is going to have to be a different color, but I don't know how or what color. A bit stressful. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that'll work. I'm pretty beginner on sweaters. I've only done top-down raglan, leave holes for sleeves, and then knit them on later. I like that you carry it on as you go. Hopefully. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I like making the sleeves first for projects because I feel like they take less time than the body and they require less thinking on my part. But if you do the sleeves first, you do limit the style of sweater that you can create because you can either do it piecework or bottom up. You can't really do a top down with pre-knitted sleeves unless you're okay with including a seam where your sleeves attach. Don't worry, I have no clue what or how she's doing it. Lol, I don't knit. That's just fine. You don't have to know how to knit to have a fun time here because I don't even consider myself someone who knows how to knit. For the sleeve, unless the sweater is going to be a slim fit, you don't want to measure right to the armpit. Okay. Thank you. That's good to know. So probably 21 is fine because 23 is with the stretch. So 21 should do it. Plus, we are blocking it. Blocking it is going to make it larger. Blocking it always makes it larger because the fibers relax and bloom, and then you get a bigger sweater. At least in my experience. I guess you could block it after letting it soak in boiling hot water, and that might shrink it a bit. But I won't be doing that. I'll just be doing the Eucalan soak, rolling it up in a towel, and then blocking it on my blocking mat. I guess that makes sense to me, because you wouldn't have the sleeve go all the way to your armpit unless it was a tight-fitting sleeve. He can probably try on the sleeve. Oh, that's a good idea. You're right. He probably should do that. Unfortunately, at this moment, the cable that I'm using on the sleeve is way too small. You can't fit your arm. Well, I can, but he can't fit his arm in here because it's too little. The hole is, I mean. We gotta be getting pretty close, right? There's the armpit. You can see it's still not long enough, but we're getting there. And once it's blocked, it will be a little longer. Oh, it's so cute, isn't it? Cute. Just hit the like button. I forgot to do it before. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Louisa. Hey, that goes for all of you. Did you forget? Go click the like button if you did. Please and thank you. Sorry about the sniffles. Oh no, the cell phone is dying. You'll be fine, phone. It's only 15 minutes left. Just deep breathing. Okay, so does anybody have access to Mr. Google Pants? And can you Google, if I'm knitting a bottom-up pullover, how long do the sleeves need to be? How long do I need to knit the sleeves before attaching? I was getting the cat sitter introduced to my cat. Oh, cute. Where are you going that you need a cat sitter? We have our bird sitter booked. I'm going to actually message her today. We have our bird sitter booked. We have our cat sitter booked. Peekaboo understands the automatic feeder, which is great. We're only going for like 2 days. I don't know why I'm so concerned, but the birds will go to their bird sitter. The cat will have her automatic feeder, and then she will have the cat sitter come to visit just to make sure she's not doing whatever cats do. Toby will be coming with us, and that's everybody covered. We will have a trip to How far is Spain for you? Like, how far of a... How is it, like a big trip for you to have to go, or is it like a like how long's the flight? 'Cause she is in your heart, kitty, and you're gonna miss her more than you know. That's probably what it is. I am really glad that she totally understands what the automatic feeder is. I wonder how long it'll take her before she waits at the feeder to get fed. Probably, if I was guessing, she's gonna be waiting at the feeder tomorrow morning because she's fat. But I'm happy that she immediately knew what was happening, because then, like, Toby would be scared of the feeder, you know? So she can do that. 2.5 hours? 3 hours? Okay. So it's still a bit of a trip, but it's less of a trip than going to, like, Colombia or India. That's cool. 2 or 3 hours. With both kiddos? I mean, to get to Spain, I'll suffer on a plane ride. Peekaboo's cat sitter is just my sister. The bird sitter is like a bird person that we deliver them to. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, against the 10-hour flight to Colombia, yes. I mean, it'll still be hell. 2 babies on a plane does not sound like fun. But once you get there, you'll be in Spain. Which is probably, like, better than Netherlands right now. I don't know by how much, but some. Let me look at the map. Spain. Show me España on the maps. España. Okay. Bring me in to Spain. Okay, there's Spain. Now let's see. Where are you, Netherlands? Wait, you're landlocked in Netherlands, aren't you? Because it's below sea level. Okay, Netherlands has got to be close to Switzerland, right? Confirm. Slovenia. No, not that way. There you are. No, really, not touching Switzerland. Touching Germany, Belgium, and I guess sort of Denmark? No, not really. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at a map. Okay, so let's see. From Netherlands, are we flying over Spain? Or over France, I guess. Netherlands, probably along the coast. We're going to fly over Belgium and France, and then we'll come along the coast down here, and we'll go to Spain. Beautiful. Love that. We are going to Malaga. Ada is a professional flyer. Let's see, Elisa. I think Elisa is going to be a professional flyer. We're going to Malaga. Oh, Malaga. Where are you? We have Valencia. We have Marbella. We have Toledo. All right. I'm guessing that Malaga is going to be like close to the top based on zero info. I got nothing here. I don't see any Malaga. Oh, you know what I could search? The word Malaga. There we are, down at the southeastern end of España. Gorgeous. All right, that'll be fun. You're at the most southern area. What's underneath Spain? And why is it so big? Oh, it's Africa. You're going to the closest you can get to Africa while still being in Spain. Are you going to... Can you see Africa from... Yeah, you can. You for sure can. That's cool. You're going to be able to see Africa. Which part of Africa? You will see the Western Sahara. Morocco. Or Algeria. That's bizarre. The world is so big and I don't know anything. Down south, close to Marbella. No, not there. Okay, well, it's going to be great. You're going to have so much fun, and it's going to be not dramatic. Elisa is going to be such a good flyer. Ada is a good flyer, but Elisa's going to make Ada look like a bad flyer. That's how good of a flyer Elisa's going to be. You're going to be like, Ada, can't you just be like your sister? That's how good she's going to be at it. People are going to be like, is your child medicated? And you'll be like, no, she's just really good. And they'll be like, oh my god, your baby is acting like so relaxed, chill, and calm. That's what's going to happen. And then Ada is going to charm the pants off of everyone. So you and hubby are going to get an extra glass of champagne. That's what's going to happen. Thank you. I'm planning your Christmas trip. Happy New Year. Sometimes better than some adults. Honestly, fair. I remember when we were flying, where were we flying to? The Dominican. We were flying to the Dominican Republic from Canada. That's a very popular vacation destination for Canadians. We were flying there with Alistair, and Alistair was obviously amazing. He was 14 months old at the time, and totally well behaved. There was like a 8-year-old on the flight who would scream and kick the seat in front of him and scream if his parents wouldn't acquiesce to his request, whatever it was. So at one point it was an iPad, and then it was his headphones, and then it was he wanted to change his clothes. And no judgment to the parents. That kid could have had sensory issues, and I was just seeing it from the outside. But oh my god, how long is the flight? The flight. Maybe it's more than 3 or 4 hours. Maybe it's 5 hours. It's not Europe far. I honestly literally don't remember how far of a flight or how long of the flight it is. How long? All I remember is we got to leave from the Hamilton airport, which was amazing because there's nobody in the Hamilton airport because it's small. How long is a flight from Hamilton to Dominican? I'm typing with my dominant hand. Republic. I'm typing with one hand. Okay, 4 to 4.5 hours for direct flights to Punta Cana. Cool. So it's a little long. It's not Europe long, but it is. It's long for a baby. He's not a baby anymore. I was talking to Julia about it, and I said, kids that go to school aren't toddlers anymore. And she said, correct. And I said, like, there is no child in a school who you would call a toddler. And she said, right. And I said, and Alistair's going to school next September. And she said, yes. And I said, so he will be officially not a baby, not a toddler, next September. And she was like, yeah. And I had this whole thing where I was like, he's starting school. If he's starting school, that means he's a kid. Babies don't go to school. Kids go to school. So he's starting school next year, and that means he's almost a full little child. And I don't know how I feel about it because it makes me sad because I want him to be a baby forever. But at the same time, I love getting to know him, so I want him to keep growing up. But he's going to go to school and be a grown baby kid, which is crazy. He's a cute little fella. Same feelings with my Ada, right? You're like, wait, if she goes to school, does that mean she's grown up? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be grown up. You're a baby. What do you mean you're going to teach her to read? He's 3. What do you mean you're going to teach him math? Why? He's 3. Well, he'll be 4 and he'll need to know math. Okay. You're going to start teaching him code, but he's only 3. Once he starts learning code, Alex is going to be his best friend. Isn't that weird? Let's learn cursive. That's what we learned when we were little. Now they're like learning code early. Just so they understand. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, I say. Oh, please teach him normal math. Yeah, just the normal kind. Why are we changing what math looks like? Just normal. Just some normal long division. Some of the ways now are stupid. Some of the ways now are stupid. But apparently they're not. Apparently they're not stupid, and we're just old. Yeah, if he's like, can you help me with my math homework? And I'm like, I literally can't because I know how to do long division one way. And you're doing a whole new way. I only know bedmess for my math equations. Don't be giving me a whole new thing to remember. You know? Kids these days. Learning their mathematics. Oh, gosh. Oh. I'm gonna Google how long I need to make this sleeve. Can you imagine if I've already gone longer than I need? How long to knit a sleeve on a bottom-up pullover? Often 16 to 18 inches for adults, minus the cuff. Okay. Thanks, the internet. Let's see if you have any other answers for me. Large sizes need more rows. Yeah. Good. 16 to 18 inches from the cast on. Join to body at the underarm. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Add sleeves while knitting bottom up. Yeah, good. All is well. I think that means we might already be there. 16 to 18 inches. We were at 17 inches. So maybe we have more than we need, or maybe we might almost have enough, is my point for yarn. Let's see. How long are you right now? Stretched out, but with no blocking. We are 19 inches. So maybe we should stop here. Do you think? What is the internet now? Oh, what a pretty little sleeve, though. 18 inches. You think? From the armpit to the wrist. Cuff to armpit. But not all the way to the armpit, right? Like, let's say to here, because it's not a fitted sweater. That's 18 inches. And I said we have 18, don't I? We have 18 inches now. Okay, so maybe I should stop. Excuse me. Speaking of stopping, it's 12. I'm done. I'm out of here. Thank you for being here today. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. If you did, come back on Wednesday, because I get together with you guys Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. every single week, pretty much without fail. We lose a couple of days here and there, but please come back if you had a good time. And if you did not have a good time, that's okay. You can come back and check it out next time if you would like to. And if not, then, you know, live your life, dude. Thanks for hanging out, though, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Okay, bye!